This is actually, we use a lot of stuff like this here for humidity and temperature. That is a factor if anything like changes. And also I carry the remote to the things that I was telling you about where you can actually arm and disarm them. And now it is actually armed.
Oh, cool.
That set it off and freak everybody
out. Remotes for your ghost busting.
Yeah, actually that's one of the things we do use. We keep all of our equipment in here. Actually, it makes it easier to pack a lot of things around. I'm just trying to see what I have in these here because I usually fill them up as we're going. We actually keep supplies in here. We've got, you know, one of the biggest things being out is having, basically we have 2 of them in there, emergency kits, because people do get hurt sometimes, and you know, band-aids and things like that. I think we carry a snake bite kit as well in one of them, and the backs of them has things as well. We actually carry rubber gloves and stuff. That's in case you find something in waterways or whatever, but we do actually keep a lot of our stuff. You know, I've got something experimental. We're trying an electronic mosquito repeller. We don't know if that actually works, but you know, hey, so that's one of the deals. Right now we've actually got the copter too. This is a new thing that I've actually built for R.I.P. This is the coolest new toy that we got. It actually has a camera on it. When I fly it up, we can actually fly it over graveyards or whatever. And as you can see on the bottom of it, there is actually a camera on the bottom. We can actually fly it up and get video from the air, or we can actually take pictures as well. So.
Does it feed automatically into your laptop? Do you watching it remotely?
I actually have a dongle that I can plug into the laptop, and we can actually watch what's going on from the laptop as well. So.
Oh, that's so awesome!
Yeah.
Are those microphones up there? The black ones?
It does. It actually have audio. It does have audio as well. Yes, it does have audio, and it has video as well. So, matter of fact, the first night that I took it out and flying it, she was watching me on our TV, and we won't say the words that I said because I did crash it. So. But that is something new that I'm playing. This is just a small amount of the stuff we have. Like I said, one of the things that I was telling you about was like we have a novelist, and the new toy that we're playing with is you can actually, a lot of the people can do like the eye touches and things like that there. There's so many different pieces that they've come out with them. Like I was telling you before, in your field with your crystals and stuff, I was telling you about the eye crystal deal. I showed you that there. This is booting a little slow today, but
here, hold the pink one. It'll be all right.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It looks red.
Yeah. I also have night vision. That was another thing that we do. A lot of times when we go out, we do stuff with night vision because a lot of times you don't want lights on. That if you're running around and you're getting readings like we did with your little ghost buddy here, sometimes you want to debunk that and see if it's really something and shut the power off completely. Because the meters usually won't go off if there is no power. Unfortunately, when we killed the power there, he was still there, so evidently he was around there and playing. So, but
like that ponytail.
Yes.
Yeah, ponytails and things like that. We use video as well. Now, one of the things that we do with video, we actually have. I will show you here on mine if I can get my Tron arm to work. We have infrared, and your camera will pick this up, but you probably won't see this here. You may see it, I don't know, but you can probably see that through the camera lens, which you probably looks quite bright there.
Actually, no.
No, you should be. Actually, if you're at night, you will actually see things with that.
Oh,
that will actually light, and you can actually see video. So that works pretty much like black light. You can actually have everything out. We use these quite a lot when we're out filming things, so you know we don't bump into things, but we actually have digital as well. Software, I have several pieces of software which when we actually have class I will explain to the class members. We have like we use Audacity. I actually have a couple of pieces of software that I built myself as well.
Yeah, but your little ghost, he was really liking my hair.
Well, we nicknamed him Charlie. Actually, one of the girls that used to work for me nicknamed him Charlie, and But I knew he was here when I first looked at the building. The building needed a lot of love. It really did. But I knew, and for the longest time, I couldn't even come back in this room because he was so overwhelming and he was so depressed. I mean, he was, he hadn't talked to anybody for 5 years, so he was really, really depressed. You know.
That's sad.
So, but every morning we always say good morning, Charlie. Just like on Charlie's Angels, because that's how we came up with Charlie. At least that's what we thought. And then a gentleman came in who actually knew the prior owners of it, and he said that there used to be a homeless guy who used to do odds and ends for Dr. McGowan, and his name was Charlie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, So, but he definitely likes women. He likes men that are up in your face. I had a handyman he didn't like at all. He was always doing things to him, because he was one of those aggressive, macho, types. But yeah, Charlie likes women. He's flirt.
But we had some interesting things. I was telling your employee earlier, beginning of this month, I went over to Waverly Hills in Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 3rd floor, there's a little boy named Timmy. And Timmy likes to play ball. And so went into a room, and there was like 3 or 4 balls in there, and I found one that I liked, and I picked it up, and I was like making sure there wasn't nothing mechanical in it, that, because the ball stayed there.
What's his real name? Not
Charlie.
Charlie.
His real name really is Charlie.
Oh, it is Charlie? Okay.
Is Charlie being noisy? Yeah.
Too, another light went up on that one too, just a second ago.
We're talking about him. It's got his
I'm
attention.
talking about him. I'm talking about Timmy, and that's the problem.
Maybe he knows Timmy.
But we had went there, and there was a room full of balls, and I picked them up just to make sure there wasn't nothing funny going on, because this is supposed to be, it's a pretty popular area to go check out for ghost hunting. And see nothing wrong with the ball. And so I started kicking around the room just a little bit, just kicking it, and I was like, Timmy, are you here? So come out and play ball with me. And just like I would anybody else, And, and so all of a sudden the ball went behind the door into the corner. Yeah, this is off. All this is off. So the ball went behind the corner and snapped some pictures. Then we have like little, looks like the size of a child standing in the corner, crouched. And I bring the ball out, and it took me 3 or 4 times to get him to start playing ball with me. And I actually took it out in the hallway. I said, I'm going to take it out in the hall. And I took it out in the hallway, and the hallway is very long. And it's long, and then it curves like this. And then in this curve, there's a room. So I was kicking it, and I knew I didn't kick it very hard. It went flying down the hallway, and instead of going on straight into the hallway like you would have thought it would, it curved off into that room. And all of a sudden, down the end of the hall, there was an area that we wasn't supposed to go into. And they said, the alarms will go off if you go down there, or anything goes down there. And I thought, oh shoot, that ball went down in that doorway, and that's what set that alarm off. We looked for the ball, and the security guards come up, and it was like, we did not go down there. And we looked and looked and looked for this ball, couldn't find it, and all of a sudden, we actually went into the room that we thought it went into, couldn't find it anywhere, and all of a sudden when we was getting ready to leave, the ball come back out. And I said, oh, you're ready to play ball? And the ball come right up to me. Very, very cool. So we sat there and kicked the ball back and forth for a little bit. You would see we had some pictures of the ball going back and forth just like somebody else was standing there, but there's nobody there physically. You can't see. So we thought that was really cool. So, and Charlie wants some recognition too.
I think he does. Or a kiss or something. I told you he likes girls. And I told you I was empathic. He's a flirt.
He's a flirt.
Where did these two come from? That's funny. 10 bed, food, mattress.
I wish I had my camera in here.
Well, we got it on here. We'll have to tell people to watch for Charlie. Listen to the beeps going on and off. So that's cool. We got to do a little investigating in